tryna strip, yeah, I know she can't hold it. Looking on your bitch, even though she got COVID.
Welcome to Show Face News. You can call me what you want, just don't call me woke. Make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. YouTube is an amazing app, so make sure you subscribe to Show Face News because YouTube is great. Be back with another video. So, NBA Youngboy is back at it again with another showcase of face paint. I told you before on a previous video that I did on this, saying that NBA Youngboy is being forced to do these things so he can get off house arrest faster. All right. Again, the industry has ties to the government. And when you need a favor, or if they do a favor for you, you're gonna owe. And this is what happens. This right here. Yes, this is NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy also says he doesn't care what everyone else says. If you don't like him, be gone. Leave. You dig? This is what he is claiming is his own doings. He's doing what makes him feel good. This makes him feel good, allegedly, right? No. This is the workings of the industry, ladies and gentlemen. When a record label hands you by the balls, you're going to do whatever it is that they want you to do. The only reason he's out of jail right now is because of his label. Facts. These labels have ties to prisons and jails and etc. They receive the stocks from prisons and jails. All right? Don't be fooled. This is what really happens. NBA Youngboy is doing whatever it is that is required of him by his label so he can get off house arrest. He don't want to stay in house arrest. He's not even in his hometown. You dig? He can't migrate how he wanted to migrate and things like that. Man is on house arrest. He wants to be off house arrest. How did he do it? Well, in order for him to get off house arrest, he's going to have to do the rituals required. If that includes humiliating himself in such fashion, that's what he will do, and he's doing it. You dig? This is the industry. You see what they got Playboy Carti doing right now, right? You see what they got Playboy Carti doing, right? They don't release people's albums. They'll have your album shelved. They'll force you to obey. But again, that's by choice. You got the choice whether you want to obey or not. You dig? People are doing this because they want to get the perks. They don't want their album being shelved. They want to release more music. They don't want their music held hostage. Or they don't want to be a hostage of house arrest like NBA Youngboy. So they want to hurry up and get freed from that house arrest, which he's currently on. Eventually, you're going to get tired of being in the house all the time, right? So this is what he's doing. This is what they got him doing so he can get what he wants. But he's not going to get what he wants if he don't follow the procedure. You dig? How did Playboy Carti's album Whole Lotta Red get released after him trying to release the same album for 2 years? What happened? They built him a whole new character. They turned him into something that he really wasn't. Now he has this whole rock aesthetic that's not even really him. Now he's doing performances where he's just screaming on stage every time a song comes on and not performing. This is what's happening. That's why I continue to compare NBA Youngboy to Playboy Carti, because I'm a Playboy Carti fan, or was a Playboy Carti fan. I can't say I'm a fan anymore because the real Carti fans don't listen to Playboy Carti no more, because we know that's not him. We know the industry made him do what he did in order to release that album, because that album was never going to get released until he obeyed the orders, until he did what was required of him by his label, Interscope. Correct? Humiliation rituals happen every day. That's the industry. I can tell you this because I know people in the industry. I can tell you this because I've been in it and seen it myself. It's not what you think it is. You dig? The industry is a very weird place. And if you get in too deep, you will go against all morals and principles that you grew up with just so you can strive. Facts. EB was popping. EB said Kid Cudi, MGK, ASAP Rocky, Lil Yachty's too. That's a fact. You ain't lying, bro. But you know why I use Playboy Carti as an example? Because he's the most recent. But so was Kid Cudi, because Kid Cudi been wilding his goddamn self. I can't hold you. You dig? Equality Jupiter says everyone chooses their path, then learn the lessons. Life is lessons. That's a fact. That's also a fact. Everybody got to learn. I mean, NBA Youngboy is still very, very young. How old is he? Like 22? If that, might be younger than that. You dig? But this is the industry, y'all. If you want to survive the industry, you gotta obey command. If you sign a record deal, you're gonna have to abide by what you signed for. You dig? If you sign this deal, you might be stuck in this deal. You know, your albums might not get released unless you do what is required of you in your contract. Plenty of people are enslaved to labels. Plenty of people are label puppets. Plenty of people are created into industry plants. They create industry plants. You can go from a low tier artist to a high tier artist just by being a plant. You can be forced into being a plant. Plants don't necessarily get their way in the industry. I'm gonna be 100 with you, unless one of your family members is running things on that label, perhaps. But for the most part, as an industry plant, you ain't really calling too many shots. You're not gonna get your way. You dig? Think about it. A lot of the industry plants are some of the biggest streamed artists in the world, right? And best believe that even sometimes streaming is played with too and manipulated. It happens all the time. Jason was popping, my boy. It was popping. Even streams get manipulated all the time. There is backing being done. You understand? There is definitely backing being done on a high level. But understand this. When you sign to a label, you got to abide by the rules. You got to go against what you think is morally right, because when you trying to succeed the industry, you're going to do everything in your power to survive. Period. That's what NBA Youngboy is doing. But what NBA Youngboy is doing ain't got nothing to do with music and everything to do with his own freedom. He's doing what he can for his own freedom since his label did help him get out of jail. So now he owes them big time. He said, okay, we got you out of jail. Now you on house arrest. So now you're going to have to abide by what we want you to do in order to get up out that house arrest and be back on the streets again. You dig? That's how it's going to go. If you ever been in a situation where you were signed to a label, even a major label, I know plenty of people who were signed to deals that have went absolutely nowhere. You're going to take it up a notch. You're going to try to impress the higher ups. You're going to try to change your whole image if that's what you have to do in order to get to some more monetization, more streams, more notoriety. You're going to do all of that. And they're going to make sure you get it. The machine will work when you work with the machine. And if working with the machine means you're going to have to put on a whole bunch of face paint and look crazy, that's exactly what you're going to do. That's exactly what you're going to do. Period. That's what you're going to do. You want to get to that $5 million club? You trying to get the bread up for real, for real. You're gonna do exactly what is required of you. If they want you to sleep with some old men, that's what you're gonna do. Yes, I'm gonna keep it. Look, pause or pause, but I'm gonna have to keep it real funky with y'all tonight. You dig? You gonna have to do what is required of you when you sign them papers, man. You dig? I'm not saying you have to do it. This is you still have choice. Let's not forget. You do have choice. Now, if you want to get blackballed, that's on you. You do have a choice. They can't just blackball you and shelf you if they want to, because that's what's gonna happen if you don't abide by the contract or by the label. They can't just shelf you and blackball you. You dig? And you won't have any, and I mean any rights to your own music. They gonna have it and get profit off of your things because you don't own it. You don't own your masters. They own the music and you don't. That can't happen. You dig? They could shelf you. And yeah, that can happen if you don't abide by the rules. Jason said, nah, you keeping it a buck. These dudes be on a different type of time for those record deals. Hey, if they want to survive, they gonna do what they gonna do. Or what they gotta do to survive the industry. You understand? That's just what it is. And just tonight, it was released that the man painted his face again, this time with bright colors instead of dark colors. The first time he did it, it was in black on some Dead Presidents type of time. You know, Dead Presidents, the movie. At first, that was a good excuse for what he did, kind of. Still a little bit odd, but now what's the excuse for him doing this now? You understand? Understand what's going on here, man. This is what the industry is doing. Don't be shocked if NBA Youngboy changes his musical sound. Don't be surprised if NBA Youngboy changes his musical sound. You dig? Now, if you little niggas out here want to emulate this, that's on you, champ. That's all I gotta say. That's on you. You either with it or you not. This is the makings of an industry plant. This is the makings of an industry plant. They either gonna force somebody to become an industry plant, force somebody to be an artist that they want to put out there and create whatever fantasy or image they want you to be on you, or they could randomly just get somebody who's just from their family or whatever and put them on the label and have them eat it. You dig? It's crazy, man. But this is the industry. The industry is a wild place. I don't think people understand how wild and crazy the industry is. You understand? B Dreads once said the makeup is for when he reveals his clone. Most of these dumb MFs don't know or recognize this dude. All these rappers belong to the industry. That's every rapper out now. I'm gonna kindly disagree with you. Maybe you on to something with the clone thing. Perhaps I can get with that. You know, but I can't say that every rapper. It's not every rapper because every rapper can't survive, man. There's a new rapper every day. There's a new artist that's on the market every day. It's like music nowadays is so oversaturated that you can't even tell who's who now. You know, you obviously know the huge names like the Baby, Lil Durk, Meek Mill, people like that. You know those names. Those is household names. You dig? Those is household names. Equality Jupiter says it's about influence on the kids. Absolutely. That's always an agenda. You're not lying. It is always an agenda. I ain't gonna hold you. Big Dave said, damn, they didn't turn NBA Youngboy out. The nigga is so desperate to stay out of trouble, he will do this beat. That's a fact. That's what I've been saying. They got him on house arrest. They got him out of jail. So now he owes. If your label got you out of jail, You think you don't owe the label something now? They knew if they got him out of jail, knowing he's probably the biggest stream artist today, because NBA Youngboy is one of the most streamed artists in the world. Literally. NBA Youngboy is the most streamed artist in the world right now. Billions of streams by NBA Youngboy this year alone. One of the most popular in the culture, especially to the youth. NBA Youngboy is most popular. You understand? And he's currently on house arrest. Now, knowing that the industry has ties to prisons and jails and etc., you think that if he could get out of house arrest right now, he's not going to do whatever he can to get out of house arrest so he can be on the streets again, so he could be in the clubs again, so he could be with his niggas again? You think he's not going to do what is required of him to be back outside? Come on, man. He ain't the first one to do it. Won't be the last. Won't be the first, won't be the last. How many people got albums getting shelved? He abiding by the rules, man. Playing the game. Remember, Youngboy wanted to get out of the label about a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. Youngboy was trying to get out of the label already. He said he making his own money and he want out of the label. That same label that helped him get out of jail now. The same label he wanted to get out of is saying, look, we got you out of jail. Now you gotta do us a favor. They about to turn this man into a plant. And he might mess around. He might mess around and do a whole different type of sound now. Like I said, you seen what happened to Playboy Carti. Don't think the NBA Youngboy can't be the same way. That they can't change his whole look, change his whole sound. They do it all the time, creating these plants, man. They turn Carti into a plant. They turning this nigga into a goddamn plant. Even though he really looks like a flower. So it's only right they make him into a plant since he's trying to be a goddamn flower. Right? Why not be a plant when they trying to make you look like a flower, nigga? I'm just saying. Big Dave said they lining these rappers up. They turning them out because the agenda is real. That's a fact. And if you from Los Angeles or anywhere out there in the West, you know exactly what they be doing. You know exactly how they be turning people out in Hollywood and all the schemes and finesses that they be putting on dudes. You know exactly where I'm going with that. You know exactly how they do over there in LA. It can get real spooky. I'm just saying. B Dreads once said these new rappers have to take that oath and play the game. Yeah, they do. Depending on where they at. You dig? Depending on where they at, you know. It's not every single artist. Some artists are bigger than other artists. Some artists want to remain where they're at. They might take the independent route. They might like to get it out the mud and do that, which is cool if that's what you want to do. Maybe you don't want to have all the glitz and glam. Maybe you just want to be more so in the cut, be more so for the streets. You know? Jason Negron said, man, don't even get me started on Carti chipmunk sounding ass. Magnolia, the only Carti that I fuck with. That's not the only Carti that I mess with. Carti made a lot of good songs other than Magnolia. You dig? I was listening way before Magnolia, so I can tell you more songs. However, nowadays, no, it's not looking good. That's not the Carti that I know. So it's going to be a no for me on his music. I've been stopped listening to Carti. When I heard A Whole Lot of Red, that was the last album I heard, and I thought it was terrible. And one of the worst albums I ever heard. Very, very disappointing and disheartening, but hey, it is what it is, man. When you get into this game and get into this industry, you're going to do whatever it is required of you to not get your album shelved, to not get blackballed, and things of that nature, man. Look, when they have tapes of these artists, because they be setting these artists up, man. They'll blackmail an artist into anything. They can blackmail you into doing things if they want. Happens all the time. Big Dave said they want the artists with the most influence, especially the ones who have a criminal record. Exactly, because they can blackmail them the most. They can use them the most because they know that they don't want to get locked up. You know, the industry is wicked. That's why I bounce. It's very wicked. Very sick, twisted industry. Industry is a weird place. Whole lot of red turned into a whole lot of. I don't even want to talk about that album no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. I made sure I didn't replay nothing. And that was one of the worst things I ever heard. You dig? But again, that's plant work, man. That's all plant work at the end of the day. You dig? Plant work, if I ever seen it. But this is what the industry will do to a rapper. I hope y'all play. I hope all you up and coming rappers is paying very close attention, because this is what you're gonna have to do. If you don't got, if you don't have if you don't have an investor behind you, if you don't got no connections behind you, if you ain't got no street team behind you, you know, you're gonna have to look for the industry. You're gonna be trying to get signed somewhere, if anything, right? You're gonna be looking for somebody to help you get that. So you're either gonna take their backings, their investment, or you're gonna try to look for your own investors and connections on your own. You dig? You're gonna get blackmailed all the time. They gonna blackmail you all the time. Now they only gonna blackball the people that they know have the potential and the clout. The biggest artists with the most potential is the ones that they're going to seek out the most when it comes to doing these crazy acts. We talking about millions of dollars. When it comes to them, you think you just about to get $1 million check or anything like that without doing something prior? You must be crazy. This goes for anybody, man. You talking about $1 million checks. When you get into that realm, you're gonna have to do some things that she might not be proud of, and do some strange things, man. You have to go to the after party. You dig? They're gonna try you, nigga. You don't have to go to that after party, nigga. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get real weird, man. Big Dave says they know exactly what they doing. If you want to reach the heights, you're gonna follow the rules. And rule number one is anything is on the table. Yeah. You're gonna turn you into a buttercup. You dig? Once you're finished, you're gonna be a complete Tootsie Roll, nigga. You dig? Very flavorful, nigga. Very flavorful. And this right here is looking mighty flavorful, in my humble opinion. You dig? I'm just saying, you know, you went from being top gangster, top shotter, Don Dada, to this. This is not gangster shit. Ain't nothing about this cool in the street. You dig? Jason said, kicking it with Diddy in a jacuzzi. No bitches in sight. Nasty work, yeah. You gonna be with Diddy in a hot tub with nothing on, nigga. You gonna look like Calico. you gonna be with Diddy in a hot tub with nothing on. You dig? Yeah. 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 Big Dave said, oh yeah, you're gonna get turned into a drug addict and a booty monster. He ain't lying no, man. He ain't lying no, man. He ain't lying, bro. He ain't lying, man. Yeah, he ain't lying, man. Cheeks is definitely getting busted, allegedly. Big paws. Huge paws. Huge paws. You definitely getting turned down for the big bucks. I ain't gonna hold you, champ. You definitely getting turned down for the big bucks. If you can't get it on your own and you trying to get help doing it, and you need help, chances are you're gonna go into the realm of being a goddamn ass astronomer. Allegedly. You dig? You're gonna go into that realm, man. It's gonna get pretty spooky. If you're looking for help to make big dollars, you can, man, it's not gonna look good, man. It's not gonna look good. I mean, look at the porn world, for example. Pause. The male porn stars ain't getting paid more until they start hitting them cyborgs, nigga. When they start hitting them cyborgs, that's when they get paid more money. The average male porn star is making more bread when they hitting them cyborgs. If you know what if you know what a cyborg is, then you understand what I'm getting at, nigga. I've been to them parties. You getting Fleece Johnson. That's why I shook. Oh, it's a nasty party, man. I wish my nigga, what's his name, was still around. I don't know what happened to him, but he been gone. One of my people, I forgot his name now. He used to be on here. He would tell us his LA story a lot. He would talk to us about his time in LA and what went down over there. You dig? He would often tell us about the weirdness that took place. I forgot his name, but he used to come on here and tell us about them LA stories and why it's so crazy. You dig? But yeah, man. This is what the industry is trying to do. This is what the industry is trying to do, man. It's a nasty game. I can't lie to y'all. I can only tell y'all what's real, man. I can only tell y'all what's real. But yeah, y'all. This is exactly what it's looking like out here. For real, man. This is exactly what it's looking like. Very, very nasty behavior. Very, very nasty behavior. You feel me? That's just what it is, man. I'm gonna try to drop a stream y'all link. See if anybody want to join up real quick. You know, we drop a stream y'all link. I ain't had nobody up here in a while, aside from my usuals who come up as co-hosts. I ain't really had nobody up here yet. But hold on, let me see if I can get anybody up here real quick and drop the stream y'all link in the chat. Drop the stream y'all link real quick. See who want to pull up. Stream y'all link is down. Big Dave says they take you to them parties and they promise you the world, and you getting that booty smashed on tape. Then black facts, straight black. That's a fact. They done it to so many, man. You gotta know when to not take drinks, drugs from nobody, because you don't know what type of drugs those are disguised as, man. They'll have a whole bunch of dudes that look like they straight or whatnot come up in there in the studio and all that. You think everything is going all good. You feel me? You get the pills or whatever. Next thing you know, you knocked out. And you they got you on tape getting ran on by a bunch of niggas you thought liked women. Correction, niggas that you thought liked women. And now you in the office. You in the office. And they showing you the footage. Now you gotta sign this. Now you gonna sign that trash 360 deal, nigga. Now you gotta sign the 360, the nastiest deal possible, nigga. And they holding that over your head. You dig? So yeah, you got choices. You got choices, man. You got a lot of choices here. Now you don't have to do any of these things. These things ain't necessary. But these are the things that they do because they're gonna think that you want, your stuff to be out. You dig? He said Kim Porter got rich because she had a tape on Puffy. Yeah, I heard about that as well. I heard about that. Then she mysteriously passed away. I wonder why. I wonder why. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit the stream. Y'all can hit the stream y'all if y'all want. You dig? I did drop the stream y'all in the live chat in case anybody want to join up. You know, but NBA Youngboy is just another victim to the clout, man. Another victim, man. They try to they forcing him to do it, man. Now he out here looking crazy, saying all types of weird things, talking about, hey, look, this is just how I feel. I'm expressing myself. I do what I like, and if they don't like it, they could go. They don't gotta be. You ain't gotta be my fan no more. This is what I like. I'm expressing myself. This is the real me. You think they ain't tell him to say all that? He doing whatever it is necessary to get up off that house arrest, man. Period. The label not even trying to let him go. The label don't want to let him go or nothing. The label got him hostage. The label got him out of jail. And the label trying to free him up off a house arrest because he going to have to abide by the rules. You dig? That's what it's going to be, man. Go from NBA Youngboy to Joanna Man Youngboy, nigga. You dig? Oh, I heard that too. EB said nigga said he worked with 6ix9ine. I heard that too. I heard he making a song with 6ix9ine right now. I heard he making a song with 6ix9ine right now too. That's what I heard, nigga. Oh yeah, a part of all that, they gonna make him make a song with the person that everyone hates the most, a person that goes against everything that you speak about. Now you got to make a song with the nigga that goes against everything that you represent. That's a fact. I believe that 100%. It's only it's only a matter of time before the man got on a whole dress. You see Kid Cudi, nigga? He gonna be looking just like Kid Cudi soon, very soon. Trust me. It's on the way, man. It's on the way. But hey, this is everything. This is everything that they think it's not. You know you're gonna have people trying to champion it, even though they look awkward right now. Like, what is he doing? Don't ever be so much of a fan that you condone everything a person does, man. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not always their doings. It's the workings of the label that they're under that's got them doing it, and it's not really them doing it because they want to. Just look at what's really going on here. Look at everything that's going on. This is just a regular day at the office. You feel me? But yeah, man. This is what they got the man doing. This is what they got him doing, man. Again, you do have choices. You don't have to do this. You got a choice to do it or not do it. That's up to if you want to lose everything you got because your whole catalog is gonna end up being owned by the label, and it's gonna be incredibly hard for you to ever own your music again. So you got options. You either say yes or no. And if you say no, they're gonna smoke you. Yeah, that's also possible. That's also possible. You could get smoked. But you did sign a dotted line. Contract comes with other things that you ain't read. And they can definitely get away with it. But y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, man. And y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. If y'all not on the live, let me know how you feel in the comments about all this. But this is Show Face News. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you new. All right, turn on that notification bell. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KLIDEDABEAST. I'll be back with more tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be safe out here. Have a good night. Peace.